So what is the next step? Now that we have seen how the slippery slope has just like, we're plummeted, guys. We are to the point now, like we just covered, where children can seek affirmation from
people who are much more loving than you, dear parent.
Yeah, I'm fucking better than you, okay? Much better than you. You are garbage.
They don't trust you, so why do you trust them? What's next? We have gotten so far down this road, right? It used to just be about gay people and oh, love is love, love is love, love is love. What's next? Let me tell you what's next, okay? This is not an isolated story. This comes from Redux, which is a feminist website, and I am not a feminist, so don't get me twisted, but they have a lot of great coverage about these crazy transgenders. They crazy. Like, what are y'all doing? Anyway, so check out their website. They've got a lot of good stories, even though I don't agree with everything they say. It's okay. Look at this face. This is a man.
Hold on, I know my face is blocking his face. Hold on. Which is probably better anyway. Look at this face. Anyway, let me stop. Guys, I got the sillies right now, okay? I got the 5 a.m. sillies. I'm not okay. All right.
So this is a face of somebody who is very dark.
Do not let his brightly, weirdly LGBT colored earrings fool you. Okay, look at how he's wearing that scarf. He's not well. Okay? Look at his hair. He looks like the Joker. Guys, all right, let me stop. Let me stop. Okay, this is such a dark subject, seriously. Like, what can we do but just laugh at the absurdity?
And because you can't get blackpilled with this stuff, seriously.
All right, let's get into the story. Justin, stop. Focus.
A trans-identified male politician. Okay, so he's a politician. He is up for criticism. Who drafted a bill declaring Minnesota a refuge state for the medical transitioning of minors, has proposed an amendment to state legislation removing a stipulation that prohibits sexual attachment to children from being classified as a protected sexual orientation. So this man, this lunatic right here, whose sole purpose in life is to be a freaking weirdo, whose soul is under spiritual attack. So please pray for these crazy individuals who are lost in so much darkness that they have power to make our lives insanity. Okay? So pray for these people because they actually are... God is going to have some serious words. It's not going to be pretty for them, but in the meantime, they want to make pedophilia a sexual orientation. Part of the rainbow, so it'll be like LGBTQP
plus P plus P plus P plus P plus P. Okay, look, they're going to take over. Or they'll put the P in front of the L. They'll be like P LGBTQ.
This person's name is Lee Fink, and he is 41 years old.
Something weird's going on here. He's probably got some... Okay, let me not. I'm not even gonna say nothing.
It says here, sexual orientation means having or being perceived as having an emotional, physical, or sexual attachment to another person without regard to the sex of that person, or having or being perceived as having an orientation for such attachment. And then the following text is crossed out, okay? And this is what is crossed out. Or having or being perceived as having a self-image or identity not traditionally associated with one's biological maleness or femaleness. Sexual orientation does not include a physical or sexual attachment to children by an adult. All of this is crossed out because they want to take that part out. They want to redefine sexual orientation, because traditionally it was defined as what your attachment is in the filter of like you are a male or a female. They want to take that part out. They want to blur those lines. And they want to take out that part at the end that says does not include a physical or sexual attachment to children by an adult, which is pedophilia. They want to take the pedophilia out. They want that stigma to go away. That's crazy. And they want to add instead gender identity means a person's inherent sense of being a man, woman, both, or neither. A person's gender identity may or may not correspond to their assigned sex at birth, which we discussed in the other video. Again, if you haven't seen it, that is a fake term. or to their primary or secondary sex characteristics. A person's gender identity is not necessarily visible to others. Oh, and this person, by the way, was elected as a state representative last year after campaigning on a platform which largely consisted of guaranteeing medical interventions for gender non-conforming minors, including puberty blockers, and called this demographic trans youth. Like that's a made up like Orwellian thing now. Trans youth. It used to just be youth suffering from gender dysphoria or something like that. But now they are an official demographic now. How freaking sick is this? Here's Mr. Crazy yet again. Y'all listen. If you see this face coming at you, I was gonna say run away, but don't run away. Make sure you're armed and ready, because this person is coming for your children, and he is, I'm not saying he's a pedophile, but why you trying to make pedophiles a thing, bro?